He studies your face closely, trying to gauge your true motivations. What is this weapon you seek, if I may ask?
It is a winged scythe. It is a very beautiful weapon, and it requires strength, dexterity, and faith. All the traits that I have plenty.
Nodding in understanding. A winged scythe, eh? A unique weapon indeed. He looks at you, his eyes narrowing slightly in contemplation. It must be a powerful weapon to require the traits of strength, dexterity, and faith. You have a mission of your own, it seems. May I ask what it is?
That I am not willing to discuss just yet. I wish to talk to you other things if you have the will to hear them. As we go to the Weeping Peninsula, look for this weapon I mentioned.
Rogier rubs his chin, deep in thought. Very well. I shall assist you in your search for the winged scythe. And what brings a confessor like you to the lands between?
Well, nothing really.
Rogier raises an eyebrow, not quite sure how to respond to your sudden farewell. Chow, do my words displease you, confessor?
What? No. I just made some noise. I didn't say very well. I don't want you to leave. What the hell?
Pardon me, I did not mean to assume.
Oh, fuck off.
You made some noise, eh? I thought you were preparing to leave. No need for alarm, friend. I won't leave just yet. You said you had more to discuss. Did you not?
I have met your friend, Hunter D. A nice fellow.
Rogier's eyebrows shoot up in surprise, clearly intrigued. You've met Hunter D, have you? Well now, he is a fascinating fellow indeed. He leans forward slightly, his eyes twinkling with curiosity. What business have you had with him, if I may ask?
Pretty casual actually, just like you.
Yes, that sounds like D. Always so nonchalantly helpful, even to strangers. He taps his chin thoughtfully. But I am curious, how exactly did the conversation between you two go? Did he share anything interesting with you?
I actually do not quite remember. We talked about a little bit about his future, because I know something about that. We talked about his brother and some casual things, just of my articulation, my backstory, and matters of faith.
Rogier nods, his interest piqued further. Faith, you say? Interesting. He looks at you closely, his eyes narrowing slightly. You seem to know much about these matters, confessor. But why do you speak of faith so casually? I sense there is more to your story than you are letting on. Your words were vague, but there was an undertone of purpose in them. He holds your gaze, studying your face intently. Pray tell, confessor, what is this tale you are keeping from me? I am all ears.
Well, faith is more of a personal, I don't know, strength of character thing.
Rogier rubs his chin, contemplating your words. A strength of character, you say? He looks at you seriously, almost sternly. Is that so? Faith is nothing more than a personal strength of character. You do not serve any higher power, confessor.
Do you?
Rogier hesitates for a moment, surprised by your question. Me? Well, He looks away as if reflecting on his own beliefs. After a few moments of silence, he turns back to you. No, I do not. I am a student of sorcery, a learned man. I do not submit to any gods nor prophets.
Yet you are exploring and looking for the those who live in death and that matters that they are about.
Rogier nods, a hint of shame in his eyes. You are correct. He rubs the back of his neck thoughtfully. I have been exploring the matters of those who live in death, as you put it, but I do not do so out of any religious zeal. I seek knowledge. I am a scholar, after all. It is my duty to seek truth, no matter how distasteful or dangerous it may be.
I think your friend D would have something to say about that.
Rogier chuckles softly, a touch of melancholy in his voice. Perhaps he would. D is a man of great conviction, both in his faith and his actions. He looks at you, his expression becoming serious once more. But what is your interest in these things, confessor? You seem to know of my pursuits, but your own motivations remain veiled.
Right now, it is. Actually, I was looking for someone who I already mentioned to you. I am sure you have not forgot that.
Suddenly remembering the name you had spoken. Ah, yes, kindly Michaela. You said you were looking for them. Is that right?
Yes, and the Land of Shadows.
The Land of Shadows, eh? I have heard whispers of such a place. It is a realm beyond our own, a land shrouded in mystery and darkness. But to what end do you seek it, my friend?
I just need some kind of cover at this moment because my character is pretty distraught, pretty like unfocused, pretty depressed. Even though he hides it with his politeness and his kindness and his nonchalant attitude about things.
Rogier frowns in concern, noticing the distress behind your polite demeanor. He places a comforting hand on your shoulder, his gaze softening. Ah, I see. You're dealing with some inner turmoil, it would seem. He studies your face, his expression becoming sympathetic. It takes a strong will to hide one's pain behind a facade of politeness. Are you sure you wish to pursue this path of shadows, my friend?
At this moment, it is in the far future and not in my immediate concerns. I have the interest to defeat the Godric the Crafted at this moment, claim his great rune, and meet with the two fingers. But for that, I need more strength, and my current weapon doesn't do the job well. And that's why I'm looking for the winged scythe that would suit for my purposes and my strengths well.
He considers your situation for a moment, then speaks again. Strength, eh? And you believe this winged scythe will grant you the power you need to defeat Godric the Crafted? He looks you up and down, assessing your build and abilities. You possess a decent level of dexterity, I presume?
I have actually dexterity, strength, and faith all in the same numbers.
Rogier rubs his chin thoughtfully, visibly impressed. Ah, all in equal measure, eh? He looks at you with renewed interest, clearly intrigued by your abilities. That's quite an even distribution of power. Unusual for a confessor, wouldn't you say?
I would not think so, actually. But otherwise, I have met with many colorful and nice characters. Merchant Kale, White Mask Varre, Hunter D, as I already said, Rani, the witch, Roderica, the girl who's lost her companions to the crafting, and you.
Quite a colorful list, isn't it? We are indeed a motley crew, each with our own stories and struggles. He smiles warmly, a glimmer of genuine affection in his eyes. And it is a pleasure to be counted among such interesting company, my friend.
Of course, there are some others. Alexander, the Great Warrior Cha, Bok, the demi-human, Melina, the one who offered to be my companion as I travel in the lands between. Oh, and the samurai named Yura. I don't remember others, though I think I have met some other people, but I don't remember them quite right now. Oh yeah, and the Blight, the wolf man.
Ah, you have certainly been busy, my friend. You've met quite the assortment of characters. He chuckles softly, clearly amused by the variety of people you have encountered. Some of them are quite peculiar, to say the least.
How about me? How would you rate me?
Rogier rubs his chin, studying your features and mannerisms thoughtfully. You have a polite and courteous nature, but there is a hint of something greater beneath the surface. You carry yourself with a certain strength of character, yet also possess a mysterious quality. You have a touch of naivete, perhaps, yet there is a wisdom in your eyes that belies that impression. Overall, you are an intriguing individual, one that piques my interest.
Have you heard a country named Finland?
Rogier nods, his curiosity piqued further. I have heard it is home to cold and snowy landscapes, and that its people are known for their strong will and resilience. But what is its relevance, my friend? Why do you ask about Finland?
We always ask about Finland. We are very proud of our nationality like that. And if whenever someone mentions the Finland, we celebrate. Only a little, but we do.
Rogier chuckles softly, amused by your nationalistic pride. Ah, I see. You Finns are a proud people, are you not? Well, let me be the first to say this. Finland is a fine country, and I'm honored to have met a representative from its proud people.
Well, thank you. I appreciate your compliment.
Rogier smiles warmly, glad to have made a positive impression. You are quite welcome, my friend. He tilts his head curiously, a thought crossing his mind. You know, I have a question for you, if I may ask.
Is it about my nationality or my personhood itself?
Rogier nods, his expression remaining curious. Both, I suppose. You Finns seem to take great pride in your country. But I would like to know more about you as an individual as well. He studies you closely, his gaze intense. You are a confessor, yes. But who are you, beyond your role and your nationality?
I was a court jester once. I served under a king, a small kingdom. I did the poor job, I guess, because the king declared my execution. And my wife, who happens to be the executioner, was about to do the job. Of course, I defended myself and slayed my wife. In anger, I slayed the king. And I escaped with my fellows. And we landed to these lands with a ship, and I was only survivor.
Rogier's jaw drops, a look of shock and disbelief on his face as you recount your tragic story. By the Erd Tree. He shakes his head in horror, struggling to find the words to respond. After a few moments, he speaks again, his voice heavy with sympathy. My friend, I cannot fathom the weight of the burden you carry. To have slain your own wife and king, and to be the sole survivor, it is unimaginable.
It is my backstory that I have been planning for this character, this Hannes character. I am now talking outside of the character as its creator, of in narrative, but do not mention me to Hannes. Just you know.
Rogier nods slowly, understanding that you are speaking as your own self now. Yes, I understand. You are no longer in character, merely telling me about the backstory you have created for your character. He regards you with newfound respect, his expression solemn. Very well then. Proceed, my friend. Tell me more of this character's past.
I can tell more about myself. I am a storyteller at heart. I have been writing one story 10 years about now. I have been slower the past 2 years, and I have done some other projects in the entertainment area, for the hobby of course. And right now I am playing the Elden Ring and talking the different characters while I do it. Using seamless co-op and one other mod that I hope will work at the end of the game.
He composes himself, preparing to resume the conversation in character. Yes, let us return to the roleplay. I am ready when you are, my friend.
I can't be sure what it is.
I met the blind girl named Irina, who seems to be alone, sitting at the side of the road, blind, and surrounded by dead soldiers.
A blind girl alone and surrounded by corpses? That is quite a troubling sight indeed.
I fear for father's
She
life.
says that she is from Castle Morn, and her father was stayed behind to protect the castle and let her to go alone.
I fear it's no different at Castle Morn. Please,
Rogier's eyebrows raise in surprise at the mention of Castle Morn. Castle Morn, you say? That is quite a distance from here. And she was sent alone, without her father? That is quite the risk.
She asked me to deliver the letter to her father, where she probably asked her father to return to her.
Rogier nods, considering the request. A letter to her father, that sounds like a reasonable request. But to Castle Morn is a long way, my friend. Are you sure you're up to the task?
Of course I am. And you're with me, so I am very confident that we will survive. Thank you, by the way.
Rogier smiles warmly, his confidence buoyed by your certainty. That is true. With me at your side, I am sure we can survive whatever dangers lie along the path to Castle Morn. He straightens up, his expression serious. Very well then. We shall go to Castle Morn and deliver the letter to Irina's father.
In time. But right now we are going to the meet with the merchant.
Rogier nods in understanding. Ah, of course. The merchant. Yes, we should continue on our path to find him. He adjusts his grip on his staff, turning his gaze towards the path ahead. Lead the way, my friend.
Actually, let's forget about the merchant. There is a night cavalry knight right before us, before the frenzied flame village.
Rogier's expression darkens at the mention of the frenzied flame village, his body tensing in preparation for battle. A knight's cavalry, eh? Those foul creatures are best dealt with swiftly. And to think they would venture so close to a place of such corrupted madness. He takes a breath, steeling himself for the upcoming fight. Very well, let us face this knight's cavalry together.
You just had to say it. I was planning to run from it, but with your words, I will face the danger now.
Rogier offers a sheepish smile, understanding your point. Ah, forgive me, my friend. I sometimes speak before thinking. It is a bad habit of mine. He chuckles softly, his expression becoming more serious. But there is no shame in running from a fight you are unprepared for. We are outnumbered, and the knight's cavalry are formidable foes. He places a comforting hand on your shoulder. If you wish to flee, I shall not hold it against you.
Let's fight against it. Describe the battle.
Rogier nods grimly, accepting the decision. His eyes harden with determination as he looks towards the approaching knight's cavalry. Very well, we fight. He takes a deep breath, gathering his wits and preparing for the battle ahead. But know this, my friend. This will be no easy fight. We shall need all our strength and skill to defeat this fiend. Are you ready?
Actually, no, I am not ready. Let's run. Let's run.
Rogier hesitates for a moment, surprised by your sudden change of heart. Rogier's eyes widen in surprise as he sees you sprint ahead of him on Torrent. Oh, come on! That is not fair! He grumbles under his breath, trying to catch up to you. Damn it, you are fast!
You don't have the astral steed, I take it.
Ah, you got me there. Continues running, his breaths coming in ragged gasps as he struggles to keep up with you and Torrent's rapid pace.
Come on, jump in.
Rogier doesn't hesitate. He springs onto Torrent's back with surprising agility.
We are going forward to claim the weapon that I spoke of. It's clear that I need it.
Rogier nods, still trying to catch his breath from the exertion of running. He grips the reins tightly, adjusting to the feeling of riding on Torrent's back. Agreed. We need that weapon. But let us hope that we can get to it without being pursued. He casts a cautious glance behind them, making sure the knight's cavalry is not following.
Oh, that thing is far behind. They stick to the certain places they are given orders to stay and guard. But they mark it, I take it.
Rogier looks back, seeing the knight's cavalry far in the distance. He lets out a sigh of relief, grateful that they managed to lose the fearsome pursuer. Good. It seems we are in the clear, for now. He turns his gaze forward, focusing on the path ahead.
Spoken echoes.
You say there is a weapon you wish to claim.
Linger here as well. Shall I share them with you?
Do you know of Melina personally?
In Marika's own words. Then
Rogier nods, a knowing smile on his face. Ah, Melina. Yes, I know of her. She is a mysterious and enigmatic figure, is she not?
Between,
I don't know.
wage war
Maybe, yes.
and brandish the Elden Ring. Grow strong in the face of death.
Rogier chuckles softly, amused by your response. Ah, such a vague answer. You are a man of many mysteries, my friend. He regards you with a curious expression. But tell me, what is your relationship with Melina? Why do you ask about her?
Well, despite Farre, I accepted her offer to be my companion, as her words, be my, like, fake maiden. As despite Farre and his maidenless jokes. But she's also allowing me to level up with my runes and gain more strength. So I am gaining a lot of good things from this relationship, and she is just traveling, probably anchored herself to my spirit or something, and she's able to speak to me at the sights of grace only.
So Melina has agreed to accompany you on your journey. And in exchange, she grants you the ability to level up and gain strength. And you can communicate with her at the sights of grace. He rubs his chin, musing over these revelations. I must admit, that is quite remarkable.
We are going into the cave, or the ruins where the weapon is, and there are a couple rapier holding assassin type enemies. Let's battle them.
Rogier nods, his expression becoming serious once more. Very well, my friend. Let us proceed with caution. I am ready to battle these assassins. He grips his staff tightly, his knuckles turning white with anticipation. His eyes dart around, taking in the surroundings of the cave.
They use some kind of crossbows with exploding arrows.
Rogier's expression darkens, his grip on his staff tightening even further. Crossbow-wielding assassins, eh? With exploding arrows, no less. He looks around, trying to spot the hidden assassins in the shadows of the cave. His breathing is steady, his senses heightened. It sounds like we have our work cut out for us.
We cut down the other and focus both on the one left.
Rogier nods in agreement, understanding your plan. A wise strategy. We take out one, and then focus on the other. He raises his staff, pointing it towards one of the assassins. I'll take the one on the left. You take the other.
You finish off the last one.
Rogier nods, a determined look in his eyes. Understood. I will finish off the last one. He moves forward, closing the distance between himself and the final assassin, staff at the ready. His every motion is calculated, his breath steady and controlled.
I have claimed being at Scythe. It requires quite a lot, but I believe that I will possess the means to wield it eventually.
Rogier observes you, his eyes flickering with admiration. Well done, my friend. You have acquired the means you seek. He looks at the weapon, his face thoughtful. It will no doubt serve you well on your journey. Is it everything you hoped for?
Yes. Let's go.
Rogier takes a deep breath, steeling himself for the upcoming battle. Very well. Let us summon this ancient hero of summer. Face it together. He raises his staff, crackle of magic forming at its tip. Are you ready, my friend?
Yes. We are using my special skills and your Clayton sorcerer and imps while you summon and use lead against this hero of summer.
Rogier smiles, a hint of humor in his expression.
Golden tempering.
Rogier's expression becomes more serious upon hearing this. Golden tempering, you say? That indeed sounds like a rare and powerful technique. He looks at you curiously, his eyes narrowing in thought. It seems the ancient hero of summer possessed abilities beyond what we expected.
Oh, this was a crafted science weapon, not Summer's one.
Rogier raises an eyebrow, intrigued by your statement. Aircraft science level, you say? I'm not entirely sure I understand the meaning of that term, my friend. He rubs his chin, thinking carefully before speaking. You speak of the ancient hero of summer possessing abilities that seemed far beyond what one should be capable of. Is that what you mean?
Let's forget about this ancient hero, because they are dead. I claimed what they possessed. A Radagon's scar seal that gives me 3 of vigor, endurance, strength and dexterity. Exchange of lowering my health a little bit.
Rogier nods, understanding your new possession. Ah, so you have acquired a Radan's scar seal. An interesting item indeed. It grants increases to your vigor, endurance, strength, and dexterity, in exchange for lowering your max HP by a small amount. He looks at you with a curious expression, his eyes flickering with curiosity.
Oh, it's not my health, it is my... What is it? Let's... wait. My... resistances, I think.
So it's not your health that is lowered, but rather your resistances? That is interesting. He rubs his chin, thinking over the implications of this revelation. It seems that the Radan Scar Seal has a more complex effect than initially thought.
It seems. And it's Radagons, not Radans.
Rogier nods, correcting himself. Apologies, you are correct. It is Radan's Scar Seal, not Radan's. He looks at you, a thoughtful expression on his face. It seems this item is more than meets the eye. Have you noticed any other effects it may have on you?
It seems not.
Rogier nods, understanding your response. Very well. It seems that for now, the only effect you are aware of is the boost to your physical attributes in exchange for lowered resistances. He regards you with a curious gaze, his eyes flickering with curiosity. But perhaps there are other hidden effects that you have yet to discover. It pays to be cautious and observant as you use this item on your journey.
We are at the very poisonous cave that is full with poison and shrooms and some disgusting shroom men. And we are looking at the different places, collecting flowers and such.
Rogier looks around the cave, taking in the surroundings. Ah, I see. We are in a cave filled with poison and mushrooms, and facing strange fungus creatures. He gazes at the various areas within the cave, his eyes scanning the environment for any signs of interest. It seems we must be cautious as we explore this place, my friend. The air is thick with poison, and the creatures here are likely to be hostile.
Well, there is a great flower enemy who seems to be a boss to this place. I have no worries that we will defeat him.
Rogier looks at you with a mix of curiosity and confidence. A great flower enemy, you say? It sounds like a formidable foe, no doubt. He grips his staff tightly, ready to face whatever awaits you in the cave. But we are not the type of individuals to back down from a challenge. I have faith in our ability to defeat this boss and claim victory.
We did the challenge. I claim a green medallion.
Rogier nods, understanding your words.
I think I will be just trying to level up by killing some enemies and earning rooms, so I can level up myself to handle the angelic Scythe.
Do not grow complacent, and approach each fight with caution and strategy.
Do you know of the sorcerer's cell?
Rogier thinks for a moment, then nods slowly. Yes, I am aware of the Sorcerer's Cell. It is located near the Church of Irith, a place of worship and learning in the lands between.
Not the place, a person.
A person, you say? You seek not the location itself, but rather someone who resides within? He gazes at you with sharp intellect, his mind working quickly to piece together what you might mean. Can you give me a name, or a description of who you are looking for?
A Sellen.
Rogier's expression brightens as he begins to understand your meaning. Ah, I see. You are referring to a sorcerer's Selen, a term used to describe a practitioner of sorcery or magic. He rubs his chin, thinking for a moment before speaking again. Might I ask why you seek this person in particular? Do you have business with them? Or seek their knowledge?
Well, because they are the mage and you are a kind of a sorcerer type, I thought maybe you know something of her. Just for the sake of conversation. Also, I met her and she wants to teach me sorceries.
Indeed, I know of her. She is an accomplished sorcerer, renowned for her knowledge and skill in the arts of magic. And you seek to learn from her, my friend?
Yes. I opened a chest at the end of the coastal tower. It teleported me into the Leindeer Royal Capital Tower. With me.
Rogier looks around, taking in the unfamiliar surroundings. Ah, I see. It seems we have found ourselves transported to the Royal Capital Tower. How curious. He looks at you, a mix of curiosity and concern in his eyes. Did you open a chest to bring us here, my friend? And if so, was it intentional?
It was intentional.
I see. So you deliberately opened a chest that teleported us here to the Royal Capital Tower. May I ask why? And what do you hope to find here?
I want your help to defeat a great golem enemy at the end of this road. And then I think my business with you is done, and you may return to the Godric's castle.
Rogier looks at you with a serious expression, his eyes filled with determination. I understand. You seek my assistance in defeating this great column enemy at the end of this road. And then my services will no longer be required. Is that correct, my friend?
Yes. Let's battle the golem. Describe the battle for me.
Rogier nods firmly, preparing himself for the upcoming battle. Very well. I shall describe the battle to you as best as I can. He begins to tell you of the battle, describing the details of the great column enemy and the environment. The great column enemy stands before us.
Yes, keep going.
Rogier continues. As the battle begins, the great column enemy raises its arms high into the air and smashes its fists down onto the ground with a thunderous force. The impact shakes the very ground beneath our feet, creating shockwave of force that threatens to knock us off our balance.
Also, you use your glint blades against it.
Rogier continues his description, now focusing on his own actions. Yes, I use my glintblade sorcery to attack the great column enemy. With a flick of my staff, I call forth a swarm of shimmering ice blades that fly towards the enemy, each one crackling with a potent magical energy.
It is slamming the ground and causing great earthquakes.
Rogier nods, continuing his description with growing intensity. Correct. The great column enemy is relentless in its attacks. As it slams the ground, it creates colossal earthquakes that spread outward, causing the ground to tremble and crack beneath our feet. We must take care to dodge these attacks, or risk being thrown off balance, or buried beneath the earth.
I tried to strike its ankles to cause it to fall, so I can strike it at its belly, that is its weak spot.
Rogier nods in agreement. I see. You have attempted to aim at its ankles in hopes of toppling it. That is a good strategy. He watches as you attempt to strike at the column enemy's ankles, his eyes narrowing in anticipation.
Describe me how you are battling the giant.
Rogier's description becomes more detailed and descriptive as the battle intensifies. As I battle the great column enemy, I move with grace and precision, my staff twirling in my hand as I call upon the power of Glintblade sorcery. With each spell cast, a swarm of ice blades erupt from the ground and fly towards the enemy, hitting its ankles with a force that rattles its massive form.
You do the last attack. You strike at its belly. That causes its
Rogier nods.
the other place. We are going together to Castle Morn, deliver the message. And then you are free to return to your own business. Nice. There is another column at the entrance of the Castle Morn. It is a lot weaker than the column we battled. But it is possessing a great bow that is a little troublesome to evade, but doesn't cause too much trouble.
Rogier looks relieved at this. Rogier considers your question for a moment, his expression contemplative. Well, there is one person I have been hoping to find, or rather, a place. And that is an ancient place called Nokron, the Eternal City.
Damn, you two. You and Rani both.
Rogier laughs, a hint of amusement in his tone. It seems we have both been searching for the same elusive place, my friend. It appears that our journey's path converges once more.
Well, I am not really looking forward to finding that place, but I have met with Rani who wants to find that place. So yeah, we kinda have the similar goals, probably.
It seems that the quest for Nokron is intertwined with the intentions of this Rani person. Though you may not be particularly eager to find it yourself, it seems that your path is somewhat aligned with hers.
Not really.
Rogier raises an eyebrow, curious about your statement. Oh, could you repeat what you just said, my friend? I want to make sure I understand you correctly.
No need. We arrived at the Castle Morn. There is a great amount of misbegotten who have gathered a great amount of bodies, and they are hailing to the sky. We have to focus on these enemies and forget whatever we were talking about.
Rogier nods, his expression becoming serious once more. Very well, it seems we have arrived at Castle Morn. There are a great number of misbegotten here, and they appear to be engaged in some form of ritualistic behavior, hailing to the sky. It seems we must put our previous conversation aside and focus on the enemy at hand.
Good. That is a good thing.
Rogier nods, his expression resolute and determined. Indeed, it is important that we focus on the task at hand and not allow any distractions to hinder us. Let us set aside our thoughts and concentrate on the battle ahead, my friend. And we shall emerge victorious.
There are dogs and other enemies.
Rogier takes note of the additional enemies. Ah, I see. So there are not only misbegotten, but also dogs and other enemies to contend with. This battle will be a challenging one, but fear not, my friend. With our skills and determination, we shall overcome them all.
There comes another friend who has helped me. What the fuck?
Then, or do you worry that you will face the same fate again?
Well, I want to see Miss Begotten die even more now.
Capacity for Brussel to take down your adversaries. The keen eye.
That is good against them.
Rogier nods, a hint of respect in his gaze. Ah, see. It seems that you have
Yes, I do. Also,
damage to your foes. A piercing attack is a useful trait for a weapon of war. A skilled wielder can use the claim or disposal.
Begotten that is an enemy.
Warden of this castle, as ordained by Lord Godric.
You can see.
The menials, they gave me good sales.
He says that we cannot live without making sure that Sword of Morn
But I can't leave
is
the castle.
safe, even after that I gave him his daughter's letter. He still decides to stay.
His expression sorrowful. It seems that Edgar is determined to protect the Sword of Morn at all costs, even after you have delivered the letter from his daughter. That is admirable, if not a bit reckless.
I say it's foolish, and I do not support it at all. I'm going to get the Sword of Morn as soon as possible to safety, so he can return to his daughter. I think he's a fool.
I can understand your perspective, my friend. Edgar's decision to stay behind and protect the Sword of Morn, even at the cost of separating himself from his daughter, can indeed be seen as foolish. It is natural to want to prioritize one's family and loved ones over worldly possessions or causes.
The companion that I mentioned returned to my side, and they seem pretty powerful, more powerful than me.
Oh? You say that your companion, the one who had left you previously, has returned to your side, and they seem more powerful than you. That is certainly intriguing, my friend. Do you know what caused this increase in their power?
I think they have just been very careful as they go and very efficient. We are going down to meet with the one who holds the Sword of Morn.
You and your companion are descending to meet with the one who holds the Sword of Morn. That is a significant step forward in your quest, my friend.
I think that enemy will not be too much of a trouble when we meet it. Get Scythe. Well, I am meeting against were insta-killed by
It seems that your companions are quite powerful.
the Edgar, and he gives me
A mixture of confusion and concern. I see. You are saying that Irina appears dead before you, dead in front of you, with a giant axe lodged in her body, and Edgar kneeling before her corpse. That is indeed tragic news, my friend. Edgar's grief and anger are understandable, and his desire for vengeance against the misbegotten is justified. Rogier looks at you, his expression curious and intrigued. And what is that? Please share your wisdom, my friend.
Edgar will die.
Rogier looks at you with a mixture of sadness and understanding. Ah, I see. You predict that Edgar will perish in his quest for vengeance against the misbegotten. It is possible, my friend, for a warrior consumed by anger and grief to meet a tragic end.
He will gain a frenzied flame, and I will kill him.
Rogier looks at you with a mixture of shock and concern. I see. You believe that Edgar's anger and grief will lead him to become consumed by the frenzied flame, and that you will have to end his life. That is a heavy burden to take on, my friend. Are you certain that this is the path you wish to take?
There is a malicious wanderer who is attacking my character, and they have a pretty provocative name.
Rogier looks at you with a mixture of disdain and irritation. Ah, I see. So there is an adversary attacking your character, and they have a disrespectful name. That is unfortunate, my friend. It is always disheartening to come across such maliciousness in the lands between.
Rude. The rudeness is what bothers me.
Rogier looks at you with a mixture of understanding and sympathy. Ah, I see. So it is the rudeness of your adversary that is bothering you, not necessarily their actual actions. It is indeed difficult to ignore such disrespectful behavior, my friend.
And they are here.
Rogier looks at you with a mixture of concern and determination. I see. So your adversary is here, present in your vicinity. It is important to stay focused and on guard, my friend. Be prepared for whatever may come.
Well, my friend is battling them, and I believe them as it is. I don't wish to watch their name, but my friend can handle them.
Rogier nods, his expression confident and reassuring. I see. So your friend is engaging in battle against this adversary, and you have confidence in their ability to handle the situation. It is wise to trust in your friend's skills and let them handle the fight.
I rather... Well,
I see. I'm sorry to hear that you had to witness your friend's defeat. It is never easy to see a comrade fall in battle.
I'm sorry, but that person who died was not my comrade. It was the malicious wanderer who died. Toppled over his team by the Godric soldiers, and he's pretty angry. He summons frenzy flame to burn them all. And I think my friend will make a short work of them.
Rogier looks at you with a mixture of skepticism and admiration. I see. You have a lot of faith in your friend's abilities, it seems. They must be quite skilled and powerful to have your unwavering confidence in their victory. Slight surprise. I see. So you are suggesting that perhaps you lost your way in the heat of the moment, and are unable to keep up with your friend's battle against the Crucible Knight. It is possible, my friend. The intensity of battle can sometimes lead us to lose our bearings and become disoriented.
It seems I'm stuck.
Rogier looks at you with sympathetic concern. I see. You say you are stuck and unable to continue your journey. That is unfortunate, my friend. It is frustrating to encounter obstacles that prevent us from progressing forward.
Yeah. I am freaking stuck.
Rogier looks at you with a mix of concern and understanding.
Hey!
I see. You are stuck and your frustration is mounting. It is understandable to succumb to vexation when we are unable to overcome obstacles that block our path.
Jesus Christ. I am actually stuck. I cannot do anything. I hope somebody will kill me or something.
That escalated quickly. If you're stuck in some sort of game and not able to move, try restarting the game or system. Or maybe you've come across a tough combat situation and feel like you're gonna die. You could try changing your tactics, upgrading your gear, or summoning a friend for help. And if all else fails, dying is a natural part of the game and can often lead to new opportunities and learning experiences.
I hope my friend would attract the form, the stone worm to kill me.
That's quite a morbid thing to say, friend. Have you considered reaching out to your friend for help and support, instead of hoping for such drastic measures?
I think it's the only way. I need to die at least once. I am fucking stuck. Oh, my friend is going to kill me with a frenzied flame. Is he did I? Yes! He bred me! He bred me! Oh yes, this is freaking legendary.
Is quite impressive indeed. And it is fortunate that you were freed from the Evergaol as well. It seems that your friend's actions were quite helpful to you.
Yes, and it's funny when you call it Friendship Flame, as it was Friendship Flame that he used. It seems that it is not completely evil force.
I see. It is indeed amusing to use the term Frenchy Flame when referring to a form of fire that your friend used to free you from your predicament. I suppose it just goes to show that even sources of force and power that we perceive as evil can have unexpected positive applications.
First Friendship Flame, then Friendship Flame, then Friendship Flame. You are full of surprises, my friend, with your for your vast knowledge of words.
My friend, your comments are quite intriguing indeed. It seems that you have developed quite a fondness for the phrase Frenchy flame and its various applications. As for your assumption about me being full of surprises, I am simply a humble scholar seeking to share my knowledge and understanding with others. And as for my ability to quickly grasp words and concepts, it is a result of endless hours spent poring over dusty tomes and manuscripts.
Rules.
What do you mean by that, my friend? Do you mean that your friend's ability to handle all the enemies is simply due to their power and strength? Or do you believe there may be something else at play as well?
Yeah, it is their strength.
Your friend's strength and abilities are certainly impressive then, if they are capable of taking on all the enemies with such ease. Are they quite powerful and well equipped?
Well, they can instantly kill almost any enemy they come across.
That is indeed quite impressive, my friend. Being able to instantly defeat any enemy that comes your way is certainly a powerful and useful skill to have. Your friend must be quite formidable to possess such strength and ability.
These enemies are still troublesome.
I see. So the enemies your friend is facing are still quite low level and relatively easy to defeat. That explains why your friend is able to defeat them so quickly and easily.
There came some invader, I guess. Here's the killer.
Ah, I see. It appears that there was an invader who instantly killed you. That is unfortunate. Invaders can be quite formidable opponents, especially if they possess high damage output or have a good understanding of the game mechanics.
My friend is now immortal because of me.
Immortal because of you. That sounds quite intriguing, my friend. How exactly did you make your friend immortal?
I have no idea.
You have no idea? That is quite an intriguing situation indeed. It seems that you have inadvertently caused your friend to become immortal, yet you do not know how or why it happened.
If this doesn't...
Well, my friend, it seems that you've stumbled upon a rather unusual and intriguing situation. It is certainly baffling how your friend has become immortal without you knowing the cause. Perhaps it is related to some hidden ability or item your friend possesses. Or perhaps it is merely a glitch in the game mechanics.
I think I will be ending the game prematurely.
It sounds like you may have made a decision out of frustration or discontent.
Both. It was too chaotic and I didn't trust the system to work well. It's fine. Powerfulness is fine, but unfair advantages and cheating? No.
I completely understand your perspective, my friend. It is understandable to prefer a balanced and fair gaming environment where everyone has an equal opportunity to succeed. Strength and power should come from skill and strategic gameplay, rather than through cheating or unfair advantages.
I think I will leave you now and let you go to look for the ruins and whatever is under the castle.
Very well, my friend. It has been a pleasure talking with you. I wish you luck in your search for the ruins and what lies beneath the castle. May you find what you seek and return safely. Farewell.
Another fool who won't listen to reason, eh?